The revelation of the revelation. The four Gospels explained by their writers by Jean-Baptiste Roustaing, 1881. Source: www.tinyurl.com/the4gospels. The pure heart. Matthew, chapter 6, verses 19 to 23. And Luke, chapter 12, verses 32 to 34.
Matthew, lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will be your heart also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body will be luminous. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be dark. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is the darkness? Luke. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions, and give alms, make yourselves bags which do not grow old, an unfailing treasure in the heavens, where the thief does not come near, nor the moth destroy. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Section 93. All these are material symbols. Seek for the Spirit, and you will discover the true sense and the full meaning of the thought of Jesus. Do not seek that which forms the welfare of man on earth, when it comes into collision with the welfare of the Spirit in space. Seek only, with love, that which may lead you towards your God, and let all your human actions be always guided by the thought that you are not of this world, but that you are wandering travelers, and ought to do your best to fulfill the experiences which have been assigned to you, and the mission with which you have been entrusted, that you may return to your own country, and to the Master who sent you forth, and is able to take a good account of your actions. Never allow yourselves to be dazzled by perishable splendors. Whatever luster may surround them, they are a source of darkness to your spirit. Their light will perish with them, and you will find yourself lost in the shadow of an existence which is freed from the vanities of the earth, and has nothing to shelter it before God. Never forget that your treasure is with God, the giver of all graces. If you continually dwell on this thought, your heart will always turn towards Him, all your actions will tend towards your Creator, all your thoughts will rise towards Him, and your heart will be with your treasure, with your God, the source of all good. Luke 12, verse 32, these words were addressed to the first disciples. Their number was very small in proportion to the task assigned them, but they were devoted spirits, and walked in the steps of the Lord. The words likewise apply to the first spiritists, who are also few in number in comparison to the task before them, but who, like the first disciples of Jesus, are devoted spirits, walking in the ways of the Lord. You are thus encouraged, like the disciples, to confide in the Lord, and to hope in His promises. Luke 12, verse 33, Jesus did not mean that you should strip yourselves of all your worldly wealth, and that you could not otherwise attain to God. This interpretation, if carried out literally and not according to the Spirit, would lead to absurd consequences, besides being opposed to all the teachings of the Master. The words mean that the possession and disposal of a man's property should be free from selfishness, and sanctified by charity. Good works, thus practiced according to material, moral and intellectual order, form the only imperishable riches, spiritual riches, as an element of moral progress, which alone opens the path to perfection, and leads to God. The revelation of the revelation. The four Gospels explained by their writers by Jean-Baptiste Roustaing, 1881. Source: www.tinyurl.com/the4gospels.